guys, what's up? So during this COVID period, I know that a lot of you guys out there might be searching for a laptop to attend your online classes, do your homework and whatnot. And I also know that a lot of you guys out there like playing games. So about 6 months ago, I purchased this HP gaming laptop. And if you've got your eye on this, or you're just looking for a good gaming laptop under 75,000, then keep watching because I've got a lot of things that I've got to share with you. Now before starting, I would just like to mention that I did not get this laptop from India, and the only difference between my model and the Indian model is that this one has 16GB of RAM while the Indian one has 8GB of RAM. So take this with a bit of salt, but 8GB is also more than enough to satisfy your needs. Now with that out of the way, let's get started. So first of all, let's talk about the body. It's heavy, definitely not a light one, but it is a gaming laptop, so you can't complain much about the weight. And it also looks stylish with its hinge and the pattern, which does emit some hot wind, so I'm guessing that it's some sort of a cooling system which throws the excess heat out. Apart from that, it is all plastic, so not very pleasing to the eye from the back, but on the inside there is some kind of glossy polycarbonate which actually looks good. And one thing I like about this laptop is that the speakers are on top, so you don't get that muffled sound, and the speakers are also quite good and loud. And on the sides it has all the ports, so you don't need to worry about that, just like I am hoping I don't need to worry about you smashing that like button before the end of this video. Seriously, do it. Anyways, it also has one USB-C port, but oddly when I tried charging with it, it just simply didn't charge. This could be some defect with my model because I read its reviews on Amazon and people were actually able to charge it. Then you do get a fast charger in the box. It fully charges in about an hour and a half, and the battery life is also quite decent on this. I did get about 3 to 4 hours of video calling and content streaming. Now just like me, a lot of you guys out there also might be attending a lot of video calls. And the mic on this laptop, I would say, is not very great. Sometimes the voice becomes all muffled up and sometimes it becomes clear. But the problem vanishes when I use headphones, which most of us use these days, so I don't think that this should be much of an issue. And another minor problem with the audio in the headphones was that whenever I would stream something and then just pause it and play it back on, the audio would come in the headphones after 2 to 3 seconds. But the problem isn't with the internal speakers, so again, this shouldn't be a problem to a lot of people. Now if I talk about the display, it's pretty good. The resolution is really good, but the colors are so vibrant and punchy that I even compared this to a Dell laptop of the same price bracket and it wasn't even a competition. It's just that good. But the problem I faced with the display was that whenever I would be streaming something and then just pause it for a few minutes, the computer would go to sleep, which is good. But when I would try to play it back on, the audio would start playing but the display would come after 15 to 20 seconds. And this is something that hasn't been fixed with updates, and it's not something you expect from a high-end laptop like this. Another problem I faced with the display was that sometimes, again, while streaming something, the display would start lagging for 2 to 3 seconds, but after that it becomes normal and in sync with the audio. So definitely a few things to look out for. Then coming to performance, it obviously runs Windows 10 and it has the i5-8300H processor. Along with that, it also has 1TB HDD and 256GB SSD, which is PCIe by the way and not NVMe, which is kind of a bummer. But anyways, it also has the 4GB NVIDIA GTX 1050 Ti graphics card. Feels like I'm narrating a whole story there. But anyways, this is the thing that technically makes this a gaming laptop. And matter of fact, I did play Fortnite on this and I could easily run it in 60 FPS without compromising a lot. But one thing is that I am more of a console player, so whenever I used to just attach the controller, the audio of the game used to disappear, and whenever I used to take it out, the audio would come back on. I don't know why this kept happening, but if you are a PC player, you shouldn't have a problem. Next, I played PUBG Mobile on this on the emulator, and although PUBG is a lot smaller in size than Fortnite, for some reason it just kept lagging and it was literally unplayable. The same problem was faced by a friend of mine who was running on the GTX 1080, but on the same emulator, the problem was not faced by a friend of mine who was playing it on Intel's internal graphics. Apart from that, day-to-day usage was actually quite good, and booting times were also really fast thanks to the SSD. And one thing I noticed was that this laptop actually doesn't heat a lot, and most gaming laptops do heat, so that's definitely a plus. So if you're looking to buy something for playing games except PUBG, video editing and day-to-day usage, this will definitely not disappoint. So if I come to my conclusion of whether you should buy this laptop, Of course, there are a few compromises, but along with that, you also get pretty good performance, a high-res display, and good battery life. And in 6 months, it has not even slowed down a bit, and it blazes through all the tasks I give it. And I know that there are Acer and Asus laptops on the market which offer better specs than this at a lower price, but my laptop prior to this was an Asus one of the same price bracket, and just after 2 years, it slowed down so much that even a 30,000 laptop was faster than it. But that is just my experience. Do let me know what is your experience in the comments down below. But anyways, that's it for today. Consider subscribing if you like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.